morning. Just leaving the campsite, packed up. Let's have a check of the time. It's, oh my god, it's 10 past 10.
No way.
Yeah, long, bit of a slow start this morning. I think it's to do with the weather. I mean, it's just pea soup everywhere. Pea soup land.
I could have some pea soup.
Oh, I'd love some pea soup. But anyway, I'm just leaving the campsite. No one's come round for the money, so we're doing a runner basically. But the facility is really basic. Just cold water at the sinks in a concrete kind of barn. A little changing room so you could actually have a strip down wash in the cold water. And that was it really, nothing else, just the field. So alright, I think it's great if you've got a camper van or somewhere to boil some hot water and that, have a proper old scrub. Wipe down with an oily rag. Yeah, it was alright. We wouldn't have seen a lot anyway yesterday.
The sea's over there, over that hedge.
The sea is over a hedge somewhere. But anyway, we had tea last night, went back over to the pub at 7 o'clock. Shut. So best of luck if anybody's coming out to East Prawle and the Pig Nose, because probably best to ring just to make sure they're open. Right, we're going to wander onto the green and see if the cafe's open. Fingers crossed. And then we're going to get back on the coast path, probably a little bit further on down from where we left off, only by about a mile, because it means retracing our steps, and we're not going to do it. So that's it. And why? Because we're allowed.
It's odd.
Okay. Piglet Calf open. Teas purchased. Just waiting for a couple of breakfast muffins to carry with us down to the path. Absolutely starving. Oh, okay, well, we've been on the coast path, rejoined the coast path like 20 minutes ago. So, bit of old pea soup still in, and the path is definitely a bit stumbly. I don't know if stumbly is the right word, but it's definitely a bit rocky and tricky. Not so much steep, just awkward underfoot. Yeah, that's typical of what it is down there. You can't really get a move on. It's just a case of finding your foot in and picking your way through. Okay, well, this is Lanarcombe Bay. Shame really, because the mizzle is turned into like proper rain. So but it's kind of hot and muggy, so got to kind of just got our coats on, but kept the leggings off, and hopefully our shorts is going to dry out as we walk or later on. It's just too hot with all the stuff on. Whew. But just a shame about the weather. I know we said it before, but with those lovely little coves that we passed yesterday, and that one back there, it'd be great to have a swim. Yeah. It's lovely, isn't it?
I nearly didn't see it because I stopped and put my hood up. I nearly didn't look back.
Yeah. Never mind. Onwards towards, I suppose we're heading towards Sands, aren't we?
Yeah.
Heading towards Sands, Slapton Sands. That's how far we get. Right. Well then, weather doesn't seem to be changing much. Walking past another beautiful cove just down here. You can see how thick the mist is. So I was just saying to Julie that probably won't be doing a lot of filming today because there's really not a lot to show apart from us just walking along surrounded by grass, because you can't see anything else. So I think what we're going to do is every time we stop now, we're just going to reflect on the journey so far. Might be a bit boring, but maybe when we get back we can watch it and it maybe inspire us or remind us of what we do, what we do need when we do it again, or we do something like it again. What kit to take, what kit not to take, because we've never done anything like it before. So this is a bit of a steep learning curve for us. So yeah, and might even chat about how good some of the stuff is we have got, and would we change it. So I think that's what we're going to do today. Just have a little natter. You can have a little natter. might even find a nice cafe at some point. So it'd be nice to have a nice hot cup of char, wouldn't it? A nice bit of carrot cake. What was it?
Calf's calf.
A bit of going calf's calf. Okay, I don't know if you can see the sea and this lovely little grass patch in front, but that would have been a lovely spot to camp. Beautiful little cove, perfectly flat grass, but maybe another day. And I tell you what though, when you're at the end of the day and you're looking for something or somewhere to camp, you could never find those places. You know, you've passed maybe a dozen during the early part of the day, and when it comes to, say, I don't know, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, they're nowhere to be seen. Are they, Julie darling? It's a bit it's very sheer here, and if you can hear the foghorn going on in the background. Right, love? Come on, you're alright. Well, this is quite significant. Significant? This is take two. This is quite significant. Yeah, start point, coast path, Poole, 168 miles, if you can see it there. Minehead, 462. So, yeah, we've done a fair bit.
Yeah, I reckon we started it's not Minehead, and I think that's about 200 miles in. So
Yeah.
I think we've done 262 miles.
Oh, we're not that fast, but we've done a bit. Fair play.
No, I did work out Minehead St Agnes on the coast calculator,
Yeah.
and it was about 200 miles.
Julie said it's about 200 miles.
Well, I'm saying it is.
And so
It
if
feels
you
like
say it is, it feels like it's more.
My feet says it is.
Anyway, 162 to Poole, quick, we got to keep going. Got to be there for Christmas. Well, we said we'd have a little natter today because the weather's not very good, and seeing we've just hit start point and seen a sign that says Minehead 462 miles, Poole 168 or something like that. Obviously we're now way over halfway through the walk from St Agnes to Poole. So kind of any thoughts on what we could have done better, or what any advice to anybody who happens to watch this?
I think it's been really good. It's a really good experience. Definitely underestimated how difficult it was going to be. In a sense, as I was thinking anyone can walk every day, but it's really, really hard. It's every day you're having to walk, and it's not just flat walking, it's ups and downs, round rocks, over boulders,
and carrying a pack as well.
A couple of times we've had to wade across like low estuaries and stuff.
Yeah, just going on from what Julie said about the walk, I think it's definitely,
it's those thoughts aren't negatives, they're just how it's turned out compared to how we thought it would be.
Yeah,
I thought it would be.
I think walking with a pack definitely changes things altogether. I mean, the whole point of us doing this was we'd done a week's walking on the Dorset coastline with luggage transfers. Basically, your luggage is taken for you each day from Airbnb to Airbnb. Brilliant. You just walk with a small pack. But we wanted the freedom to be able to stop where we wanted to be, or wherever. But that comes at a cost. That means you've got to carry everything with you, and it is our work. We've definitely streamed down on what we originally had in our packs, haven't we?
Yeah.
I think we were carrying 15 to start with when we started packing our bag. Didn't bring a lot of the stuff we bought to come away on this trip with, and then we've trimmed down again. Brilliant. But advice, or what I'd change, is buy the best you can, the lightest you can, watch as many videos as you can, get some info.
It doesn't always mean the more expensive stuff is the best stuff either.
No, not necessarily. Just think about lightness, isn't it?
It's got to be weight.
Because every little ounce counts. Just, like you say, you're carrying it every day. So I'd say, yeah, there's a few things we'd change, and we'll go into that in a minute, or next bench along. But if anybody's out there thinking about doing it, whatever way you're going to do it, don't put it off. Get and do it. Do it with luggage transfers. Do 5 miles a day if that's all you can do, or 3 miles a day. But just get out and do it, because life just goes on by. So yeah, luggage transfers, definitely probably a nice way to go. But if you can carry a pack and be able to camp where you want to camp within reason, yeah, just do it. Anyway, that's it for the first natter. Next natter will be a couple of benches on.
Might be a couple of bevies on if we find a pub.
A couple of bevies on, then we will natter on. Don't know. Anyway, here we go, coming into Hallsands, the Lost Village. Is that right, Julie?
Yeah.
Apparently in 1917, big landslide, was it?
No, they started dredging the shingle away, and I think it lessened the sea defences, and then they had a massive storm.
Yeah.
And I think it just took half of the cottages and stuff away.
Just into the sea?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think there's some ruins down there, so I'll have a little look in a minute. But yeah, so it basically, half the village went into the sea, and I think the village was obviously, it's now half the size then, maybe, I don't know. Let's go down and have a look. But the mist is starting to lift. You just see the beach in the distance. Let's have a little nosy and see what's going on. Okay, let's go down and see the viewing platform and see what we can see. Well, I couldn't really see a lot from the viewing platform, plus there was quite a few people down there, and it felt a bit busy, but could see a couple of the houses that had collapsed into the sea. We might be able to see a couple more along here a bit. If I can, I shall take some footage. If not, oh, you'll have to look it up in the library. Did I just say look it up at the library? I just said then, oh, I couldn't take many photographs. I'll try and take some more photographs if I can see, and if not, you'll have to look it up for yourself in the library. Try Google, might be quicker. No, use the library, you know, keep our libraries open and all that.
Don't forget to wear a mask.
What, in the library?
And pre-order your books.
Oh, pre-order your book, and take your books back, otherwise you'll be fined. Well, that's basically one of the houses that you can see. That, I think everything just fell away, and they all went tumbling into the sea. I don't think anyone, well, I'm sure there was no one killed, but everyone from the village had to move, and I think they built some more houses for them inland at North Hallsands or somewhere like that. Alright then, looking down on Hallsands. Mist is starting to lift. It's got a bit warmer. I think no signs of a calf or a pub. A calf would do though. Just fancy, you know, a bit of carrot cake, a bit of coffee walnut. Basically any kind of cake really. I don't mind Mr. Kipling's almond slice himself, but Julie's, nah, I don't want one of them. How about a Bakewell? Don't like the almonds, see? Anyway, let's go and see if there's anything. If not, on to Hallsands. When your beeswax, Julie.
They must have really good information system to know up in Essex that they need to carry your pigeons with like little notes to tell them what the weather's like, because it's automated on the lighthouses now, and it was all done from a central place, I think, in Essex.
Yeah.
So they need to know in Essex that they need to sound the foghorn down here.
Yeah, basically start point lighthouse, which was manned up until 1975 or 79. Now all fully automated from the main control centre in Essex. So yeah, so that sounder goes off every minute, doesn't it? Now? I haven't heard it for a minute, so obviously it's rising. Oh, there it goes.
There she blows.
There she blows. Okay, just come into Hallsands. And at what we can see, the view's open. And now we're going to look for the elusive fish and chip shop.
It's there.
Where?
Right next to those jointed pop-up.
No way. Oh, I thought it was like a mobile jobby. Let's go and have a look then. We are full. We've just had the best fish and chips for a long time. That was great, wasn't it?
Oh my god, it's
Oh, it's amazing. Best fish and chips. We had one between us because we're tight.
Like a really good
That's a curry sauce. And beer and a cider. Really, really nice. Yeah, Hallsands. Well, what can I say? Long Beach. Someone's got But yeah, it's a little bit scruffy. I'm just going to say it's a little bit scruffy, but it'll probably look better when the sun's shining.
And it has a pub also.
Oh my god, I think she's coming down with the flu, that lady. Coming down with something. Anyway, right, we are heading now towards Slapton. Oh my god, she's still sneezing in the back. Can you hear that woman? God, if you're going to sneeze, sneeze quietly. Dear. Right, heading towards Slapton. Oh, not far. I'm sure how far it is. Bloody bloated. Okay, continuing our talk of what we would have done or what we should have done and what kit, blah blah blah. I'd say we've kind of learned as we've gone along. We know that you don't need as much stuff as you think you need. I think if anyone was looking at trying to do this and wild camp and carry everything, I'd say go on YouTube, see what people are carrying, and basically follow it to the book if you can, or if things are too expensive, just bear in mind the weight of it as you purchase your stuff. But there's there's stuff we've bought that we've kind of adapted and we've changed, like cooking stuff and things like that. So it is a kind of, you grow into it and you decide, you kind of find out what you need, don't you, as you go, really.
Yeah, we changed our sleeping bags, didn't we?
Yeah.
Just because the original ones, new ones we bought, I literally couldn't get anything other than a sleeping bag in my backpack.
Yeah, very good. They were nice sleeping bags. They were like 4 Seasons, which we thought would be really, great because we, just want it to be warm. But
they were so bulky.
They were bulky and they were quite heavy, I suppose, compared with what we've got at the moment.
Which I was always reluctant to go for down, but they just are so small in comparison.
Yeah.
Don't get them wet.
We were kind of steering away from down sleeping bags because we were concerned with getting them wet. Well, more thing is, just don't get them wet because they're so much lighter and they're warm. So
if you can afford to buy, I think for me the important basics are sleeping bags. If you can afford to spend as much as you can and get some really lightweight, like good sleeping bags, that's important. And air mattress, that's really important, because if you're not sleeping well, it affects your whole following day.
Got to sleep well.
Got to sleep well.
Got to sleep well.
To move properly the next day.
And I think we've talked about it over the last hour or so, or even the last days and that. And I think we've trimmed everything down now to kind of bare essentials. And I'd say the most important thing is your tent, is getting your tent right, because ours is like nearly 3 kilograms. It's a lot of weight. Your sleeping bags, get them, down to a decent size. And you don't need half the clothes. So I would say if you want to do it, and do it on a luxury, do luggage transfers where you just take a day pack each time. If you're not worried about wild camping and finding those lovely little beaches unspoilt and having it to yourself. If you want to wild camp, just think of the weight you're carrying.
It always boils
weight.
down to weight.
Yeah, weight. And I think even now we've just said that we've got everything we need, but the only thing we're lacking is if we want to go to a pub, and we want to go into a pub on an evening, as say, kind of what clothes we've got. Just I've got like running tights and shorts, and it just looks a bit.
Tights, they're leggings.
Oh, running leggings. Yeah. Anyway, so we just don't feel that comfortable going into a pub on an evening. So I think if we changed anything now, we've decided that we would get rid of the tent, although the tent we've got,
We would change it for a lighter.
just go for a lighter tent. It's a nice little tent, but go for a lighter tent, and maybe I would get rid of one of my a warm jumper, although we've needed it back early May because it was a bit cold. And then we could afford to, because of the weight we'd be saving, we could
carry Prosecco.
pardon me, we could then bring our pub clothes,
Oh yeah.
and Julie could have her little black number. I could have
Cocktail dress.
cocktail dress. I could have my safari jacket suit, which I've always wanted to carry. Anyway, no, we could afford to be kind of carry those bits and pieces, but
that's luxury again, though, isn't it?
that's just luxury. You just find out that you just don't need these things. So yeah, so basically watch lots of videos, and if someone else has done it and they're only carrying 10 kilograms or 8 kilograms, just get exactly what they've got if you can afford it.
It doesn't have to be expensive, but if you can afford to spend a bit on your basic stuff,
that's the important thing. And merino is the clothes to have. Got to have merino, quick drying. You can wear them for days and they don't smell, basically.
You attract flies.
Yeah, you attract flies. Right, we're lost now, so
Okay.
we've just got to stop now and have a look round, because I can see the sea but I can see no path. So just coming on to Slapton, and just noticed that little building over there. It looks like an old shop. Oh, sorry.
Don't want to ruin your video.
No, you carry on, mate. I'll put it on YouTube.
Hey.
Cheers.
We might make it better.
Yeah, you probably will.
You probably will.
Cheers. Just coming on to Slapton now. Memorial for the, I think it's for the Americans who lost a lot of lives during the training for the Second World War. I don't know what kind of tank it is. I think it's a Sherman. I might be wrong. Let's go and have a look. Yeah, Sherman tank. Took part in the D-Day practices off the beach here. I think there was quite a few loss of life of the Americans. I think I'd read that the German submarine kind of crept in under the darkness and sank a troop carrier, and I think there was some friendly fire as well. They killed their own. Right, Slapton Sands, long straight walk. Got the nature reserve on my left, beach to the right. I think we're heading along towards Street, where there's a camping and caravan club campsite. But it was quite expensive. We'll have to see when we get there. I mean, they might feel sorry for us and say pity us and let us have it cheaper, but it was like 30 quid, which is massive amounts. Seeing we've only paid, well, last night was cheap. It was free. Yeah, we've got to do the washing up. I'm not cleaning the toilets. Right, well, we've got to the memorial at Slapton Sands. We've got to head up into Slapton village. That's where the campsite is. You can see over there on the road signs, Dartmouth is only 7 miles. Kingsbridge 8. Coast path. We've got to walk back down here in the morning.
Yeah.
But it's half a mile up into Slapton, and I think the campsite is on the way, on the right hand side. Oh, I'm excited, I'm intrigued to see how much it's going to cost us. £31. Ooh, break my heart.
You didn't tell her for the week, did you?
No, I don't want it for the bloody week. Okay, well that went well. £19 for the night for the two of us, including hot showers, and also they've taken the power bank and the GoPro batteries to charge as well. So tents up, just going over now, have a shower. Julie's taking advantage of the laundry. So that's it. And then maybe a quick trip to the pub. Although to be honest, I don't know if I fancy the walk. 10 minutes. Never mind, see how we go.